You're listening to Potty Mouth Radio, the home of movies, music, television, and comedy.
And now, the hunt for the perfect album.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the hunt for the perfect album with Billy and Dave, where once again we've done it. End of show. See ya. Do you agree, Dave? Did I do it? I am very curious to hear your thoughts on this one.
This is a weird one.
This week I threw you an album by a Melbourne band that was released in the early 2000s, 2002. Their debut album, Confessions of a Rooftop Killer by Gus and Frank. It's actually a 5-piece band, just with the name Gus and Frank. Neither of their real names either, fun fact.
And fun fact, quite hard to find.
Very hard to find. I was a huge fan of this band back when they were actually an active band. They released 2 studio albums. Both are fantastic. If I'm being genuinely honest...
What? 2 albums?
If I'm being genuinely honest, their second album, which is actually titled I'd Rather Be a Bass Player, is a better album, and I probably should have given you that one.
Given the fact that this album is only available on YouTube Music and not on Spotify, not on anything else, where would I have found this better album?
Also on YouTube. The same person who uploaded this one uploaded that one. It is. The same person who uploaded this one uploaded the second one. And their second album actually is a better album in terms of a pop album. It's more... A lot of the songs are more serious. They're more genuine. There's a lot of kind of comedy mixed in on this album, which I'm not sure how it would have landed for you. But I just have such strong memories of this album and discovering this album and seeing them live, playing these songs. Frank used to wear this coconut bra on stage. And I love this band. I love this album. I had to give it to you. I'm not convinced that you will have liked it, but I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on it.
I mean, it's barely an album. You can only find this thing on YouTube.
But again, it was a properly released album.
Let me finish. Look, I kind of came at this like you were getting back at me after Phil Oakes. I gave you Tape from California.
That was very hard to find.
It was very hard to find, and I feel like you kind of went, well, fuck you, I'm going to find something harder to find. And you did. Full props to you. You found something even harder to find than Tape from California. This album's fucking great. How the hell this band isn't better known... And I say better known, no one knows them. This band may as well not exist online.
They had 2 very, very minor hits from this album. So Entertaining and Chocolate both got radio play on Triple J. You're not talking
so minor, no
stations.
one knows who they are to this day and age.
But I'm telling you, and live, this is one of the best bands I've ever seen perform live. For any listeners out there who are in Melbourne, Frank, to my knowledge, still works as a guitar teacher. If you look up, I think he's called Mr. Music. I believe that's where you can go and get guitar lessons by this guy.
That'd be cool.
But, I mean, I'm telling you, if you like this album, okay, the next album I'm giving you is their second album, I'd Rather Be a Bass Player, because I think it genuinely is a better album.
I'll take it, because, short answer, I love this album. Slightly longer out, I can't believe this isn't an unseen B-side from the Violent Femmes. And anyone who knows the Violent Femmes, you're about to hear some shit from Gus and Frank. Sounds like the fucking Violent Femmes.
Sometimes I feel like I need to tease me.
such a great opening to this album, and such juxtaposition with the final track, which we'll get to. But man, I'm so glad that you enjoyed this album.
I love that track.
Yeah.
And until we get quite a way into this album, that was my favourite song.
Okay.
The parallels to Violent Femmes, I kind of made a bit of a joke, but it's so fucking... They are so close to the Violent Femmes. Early Femmes, which I'm a big fan of. I love the early Violent Femmes. So I love this. How this didn't... When did this album hit?
2002 it came out, and then their follow-up was either 03 or 04. Yeah.
If this had dropped 10 years earlier, I reckon they would have exploded because that's when this sort of thing was really hitting. Early 90s is when that early Violent Femmes, kind of even shit I don't like Presidents of the United States and that quirky kind of slightly comedy indie rock was really resonating
with a real Australian bent to it, but you wouldn't call it comedy. Like it's not like Tripod or.
But it's got that
awesome. But there's just a level of humor throughout.
It's that Blister in the Sun kind of.
Yeah,
it's quirky, but it's musically profound. There's talent.
Gotta get a little late night. Oh, I'm dancing like a rocket. I don't know how to stop it, but I don't want to, baby. I only want to dance with you. Green light, go. I'm sick and tired of playing tic-tac-toe. I should do it all night long. I gotta get a little late night.
I love it. Where are you on Frank's voice? Because he's not the best singer, and the irony of it is that Chris, the electric guitarist, actually has a beautiful voice, and they do not let him sing on this album. He sings a couple of tracks on the second album. Yeah.
But no, he sounds like fucking Gordon Gano from the Violent Femmes, and it fucking works for this sort of music. I don't know. It's a little bit kind of reined in terms of the American twang, because he's obviously not American, but it's very close to early Femmes.
Yeah.
And pretty much the entirety of this album, that's what I took from it. This is like the first couple of Femmes albums. And I loved it. I loved it. I love this album. This is one of my favourite things you've given me.
Yeah, right. Are there any tracks that you don't love?
There's a little bit of lull in the middle, but partly that's because the first track and the last track are 100% the best songs.
I knew that. My guess from the start was that the last track would be your favourite. It's very almost Nick Cave-ish in a way that I knew. Is that
the one that you've had in a playlist with the Countdown guys?
No, it's not. It's not.
Fuck,
we'll get to that
are you serious?
But I don't know how you can say there's a lull in the middle when, chocolate. Come on.
Oh, I keep my smile in my pocket, but I'll take you out tonight, 'cause I like you more than chocolate. I like dating when there's no romance, but you both have a real neat time. And I like girls who are a little bit plump, 'cause they eat so much chocolate.
Come on.
See how you can jump straight to that and skip over things like Miss My Maniac.
Miss My Maniac is genius. And I love it.
Wild to me.
And
how you think that I would like chocolate and not Miss My Maniac? You don't even know me at all.
And there's such clever writing across the board. I remember talking to them once because I was going to say, dropped.
Surely then these guys aren't inundated with requests to appear on shit. Can we not get them on the show?
I would love to chat to them because I haven't spoken to them in.
I want to say, how the fuck are you guys not famous?
Because I was actually quite friendly with them. So when this album dropped, MSN Messenger was a thing. I don't know if you recall MSN Messenger.
I'm older than you. I remember that.
And so on MSN Messenger, sometimes, just for funsies, you would just add random email addresses. And
Yeah,
so I
sure.
added the Gus and Frank email address, whatever it was, info@gusandfrank.com or whatever. Turns out Frank was an active user of that email address on MSN Messenger. So we would chat back and forth quite a bit. And one of my dear friends lived in Melbourne who introduced me to this album. So we saw them live several times and would hang out with them backstage and play guitar and stuff. And so I got to know them quite a bit. And I have not been able to contact them. Like, they are so hard to find anywhere now.
So I'm now obsessed with getting them on the show.
I'll kill you if you don't come back. We could play the scene from Psycho. I know how you like that. I miss my maniac. Oh, I miss
Yeah, such a great song.
So
and
good.
such clever writing. I remember him telling me how long it took them to, I miss you like crazy. Like, sounds so simple, but yeah. The song that I had in a countdown previously, which was best indie songs of the 2000s, was track 6, The Umbrella Song, which
Are you
is
kidding
one
me?
of my favorite songs.
That's one of my least favorite on this album. What?
all I had was my imagination. Oh, desperate times call for desperate deeds. Thought I'd given all the love, this love I had to give. Oh, then she walked out of the rainbow as I walked out of the rain, and I put down my umbrella and let the sunshine in.
Come on, that chorus.
Are you serious?
You should have expected that. I mean, we just recorded our top 10 rom-coms of all time, and that song, the lyrics to that chorus, she walked out of the
It's
rainbow
good.
as I walked out of the rain, and I put down my umbrella and let the sun shine in, is one of the best
I
refrains
am
ever
not
put to
critiquing
paper, Dave.
that song at all. I like the whole of this album. What I don't get is that I heard seconds of that song in some countdown with Paul and Wayne
Yeah.
and went, that's the best thing that Billy's put in this countdown. Because I know the other stuff you put in there. I remember distinctly going, Gus and Frank, I know he said they're hard to find, but I've got to find them.
Yeah.
And I never did. But I remember distinctly from that episode of the countdown,
Yeah.
you put this Gus and Frank song on, and me going, holy shit, that's amazing.
Yeah. They're so
Listening to
good.
this album, at no point when I got to Umbrella did I go, that's the best song of this album. That
Okay.
is one of my... I got to the end going, Umbrella's one of the ones I don't really get. I don't get. It's fine, but it's good, whatever. It's
I'd like
not
to
amazing.
ask you about
Wow.
Coconuts. Coconuts is the most comedy song on the album.
It's
like, the rest of the songs are
fine.
straight songs that have some comedy in them. Coconuts is the most straight up comedy song.
Yeah. It's fine. I don't dislike anything on this. It's not up there with So Entertaining or the last track or a few of the others. No.
Yeah.
But it's good. They're all good.
Girls, have you ever been out walking on the street and someone tries to touch you like you're a piece of meat? Have you ever been out dancing in a club and somebody beside you tries to rub their body upon you and you just want to say, hey, get your hands off my coconuts, 'cause I don't really like you that much.
Yeah, he used to
Let
wear
me say,
these.
in no way, shape, or form am I saying that the message of this song is lesser than the rest. The message is very strong. It's just not one of my favorite songs melodically.
Well, the one I'm actually most curious about is the next track, which is the second last track on the album, Sweet Little Thing, which feels
song.
very out of place on the album in a lot of ways. It is just...
Especially
very-
after the one before, yeah.
Yeah, it's very straight. It's very solo. It's very raw. There's no comedy to it at all. It really comes out of left field, but it is more of a folk song, which I know you like. So I was expecting you to like it.
I do. It's one of my. The first and last track on this album are clear leaders by quite a significant margin.
Yeah.
There's nothing I dislike, but in the kind of second echelon, this is definitely in there.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about my life as it is and the faith that I've placed in you. I've been thinking about mistakes that I've made, and is this such a smart thing to do? Especially when the rain gets cold and hard.
Well, I'm not going to play the last track now because I'll use it to play the show out.
Yeah.
Because then we can just play more of it.
It's wild to me that the ones you've picked to play to this point are probably my least favorites.
Okay. Well, before we get to the end, why don't you give me one more of your favorites? I mean, I love every track on this album. She Dumped Me.
I've got to say, I've not listened to this album as many times as I have other things you've given me, because you gave me shit that's only available on YouTube Music,
it's harder
which means
to
I
listen
can
to it
hardly
in the
fucking
car
listen.
and stuff. Yeah.
However, if I just looking at the track listing now, if I had to, like, outside of the first and last track, go, which are my favorite tracks? None of them are the shit you've played.
Okay, yeah.
Which is wild, because normally we cross over a lot more than this. Like, Late Night Cha-Cha, I think, is great. I love it. Miss My Maniac is one of my favorite tracks. Like, in terms of the writing of it, you know me well enough to know how dark most of my sensibilities are. Yeah. I love that track. Going down further, Wild Wild Party's good. She Dumped Me, I really like.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably jump to the last track. But at no point, if I was listing out what are my top 5 tracks on this album, none of them would have been the ones that you picked to play, which is wild, because normally we're fairly in sync on. You give me something, I give you something. Normally there's like an 80% sort of crossover on when the person who doesn't know the album goes, oh, these are my favorites. You go, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can't wait.
What are your top 4 songs on this album?
My top 4 songs from this album are Confessions of a Rooftop Killer.
Yep.
The Umbrella Song.
Wow.
Probably Humpty Dumpty and So Entertaining. I love Late Night Cha-Cha.
So we're top 2 crossover.
Yeah. Definitely.
Crazy.
For me, I do think the weakest song is Coconuts, but I had to play that little sample of it because it is kind of out there. And same with Sweet Little Thing. It's not one of my favorites, but it's an odd choice.
Sweet Little Thing, I think is important because it's the one before the kind of big closer, sort of. Yeah, it's part of the trajectory, but yeah.
Yeah,
I
can't wait.
The one thing I do want to say is
their second album.
I do want to say I am gobsmacked that they are so hard to listen to, because if you like early Violent Femmes, you would love this stuff. Yeah, the first couple of Violent Femmes albums, like even kind of when you get to when they start to become popular, like this is so close.
Yeah. There's like
stuff.
3 of their songs that are on Spotify. The only thing that was put on Spotify is the So Entertaining single, which also has, I think, Girls Make Me Nervous on it. Nothing from their second album is on Spotify at all. This legend on YouTube, shout out to Tim the Tall Man, uploaded these tracks 3 years ago.
Tim the Tall Man is the reason for this fucking episode, because
I mean, I could have sent you I still have my physical CDs. I could have shipped them to you or ripped the MP3s or something. But it's a shame that these are not online at all. Fun fact, actually, if you go to the Gus and Frank website and
there's
you have
nothing
to go,
there.
No.
It's not a website.
No. You have to go through the Wayback Machine. because the
okay.
website is now gone.
Right.
But if you go to their website from back in the day, they actually uploaded all of their songs for free on the website, as well as all of the guitar
Holy
tabs
shit.
and bass tabs and stuff.
Wow.
And they do all still exist. If you go through the Wayback Machine to their website, you can download the tracks directly from there.
That is insane.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, I'm really glad you enjoyed this album. I know definitely what I'm giving you next time then is their second album. But before we get to that, what are you throwing at me next week?
Who the fuck knows? I'm entirely cast adrift. Look, based on the fact the final track, unlike everything else, is so firmly in my William Faulkner fucking Southern crime, blah, 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 that's where I live most of my life. I'm going to give you a Nick Cave album
Okay.
called Murder Ballads, which is the album that came immediately after Henry's
That is
Dream,
the one that
which
has
is
Wild Rose.
it
on
is
it,
indeed,
yeah?
yes.
Yeah,
It is
okay.
it's the one that came it's the album after Henry's Dream, which we have done on this show before.
Yeah.
And it is, I think, not necessarily their best album, but it is the album that most perfectly encapsulates Nick Cave's love of kind of Southern Gothic crime, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So it's very tightly attuned to the aesthetic of the last song on this album, which is why it's not what I was going to give you. I had something completely different to give you. And I listened again to the last song of this album, which I weirdly thought was the one that you'd had on Countdown because it sounded familiar, but apparently it's not. But I listened to this song and I went, holy shit, this could be taken off Murder Ballads. It's so
100%
fucking
it
close.
could. Yeah, that's why I knew that you'd love at least this track.
Yeah. Oh, it's so Nick Cave. It's so Murder Ballads. So I figured let's just seamlessly transition into more of that.
Nice. So how are you scoring Confessions of a Rooftop Killer then?
8 out of 10. I really liked it.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you for joining us here at the Hunt for the Perfect Album. I hope that you, dear listeners, enjoyed this album as well. If you want to listen to the rest of it, just go to YouTube and search for that
because
legend,
no
Tim the
fucking
Tall
where
Man.
else you can.
And I'm going to play us out with the final and title track, Confessions of a Rooftop Killer.
best
jumping
song
a
of the
little
album.
bit into the
So
track
good.
so that we can hear
Yeah.
as much as possible.
Nice.
The old man began with his hand on his working class heart. I swear on my grave that my days have been damned from the start. Shall I tell you my tale of woe? Let me sing before my days go. It's a story of love and the darkness that drove it apart. My love song begins with the sins I'm compelled to confess. Maintaining deceit is a feat that I need to undress. It's not gold or silver I stole, no slanderous lies that I told. These hands of mine held the same body they bludgeoned to death.